The architecture of emotional fortitude, the lie we were taught about strength. Welcome to my channel, Habit Compass. Today we're going to slowly unpack a really powerful narrative. It's all about cultural conditioning and how we, from a very early age, are taught to view our own emotional expression. It's basically a foundational blueprint that shapes our daily habits, our mental health, and exactly how we interact with the world around us.
So, let's dive right in with a deeply personal question. I want you to think about the very first time someone told you to stop crying. Take a second and really try to picture where you were. How old were you? Who was saying it? For almost all of us, this wasn't just some random one-off event. No, it was actually the very first brick being laid in a massive, lifelong wall of emotional suppression.
And that brings us to a classic scenario, the playground message. Just picture it. A small kid is running around, they trip, and they fall down hard. Scraped knees, tears welling up, you know the drill. It's a completely natural biological response to pain, right? But then, a towering adult stands over them, simply points a finger and commands them with two heavy words, be strong. Instead of comfort, that kid gets a rigid directive. In that precise second, they're taught that their tears are somehow incorrect.
Well, that single moment triggers a powerful chain reaction. After the fall and the pointed finger, the child frantically wipes their eyes to hide the tears. Then they literally physically force their body to become rigid, to look stiff. Right there in the dirt, they learn early on that emotional expression, especially for young boys, is a severe liability. They're building a habit of suppression, physically stiffening their bodies against their own internal feelings. Because here's the thing, this conditioning doesn't just stay on the playground, it grows right along with us. At age 5, it's an external command to suppress pain. By age 15, that message isn't just a command anymore. It's fully internalized cultural conditioning. It becomes our default setting. And by the time we hit age 30, we're dealing with the adult consequences of a lifetime of hidden emotions. We take those lessons from the playground straight into the real world. And man, the weight of that invisible armor gets incredibly heavy.
Now think about what that age 30 consequence actually looks like in practice. Imagine an adult in a modern corporate office locking themselves in a bathroom stall just to cry silently so no one can hear them. And the overwhelming feeling they experience in that exact moment? Pure shame. In fact, studies show that emotional suppression actually increases physiological stress rather than reducing it. We end up feeling entirely ashamed of a completely natural, fundamental human reaction, all because some towering adult told us to be strong decades ago. It's essentially a habit of shame that we carry in our pockets every single day.
Okay, so it's time for a massive mindset shift. We have to completely discard the societal lie that crying is a weakness. That right there is the fundamental lie we were taught about strength. The reality is actually the exact opposite. Feeling your emotions and actually letting them out takes immense courage. It takes incredible guts to just sit with your feelings instead of running from them or stifling them behind this stiff, unnatural posture.
Listen, if you want to find the absolute strongest person in the room, don't look for the one who looks the toughest. True strength is refusing to trade your innate human sensitivity just to gain cultural approval. It's recognizing emotional expression as an absolute asset, not a flaw. And it means we have a responsibility to actively dismantle these cultural myths, particularly the ones pushed onto boys and men that falsely equate a blank face with genuine resilience.
Because quite frankly, strength is not a stone face. True, sustainable emotional fortitude absolutely requires vulnerability. It requires the daily habit of being honest with yourself and others, not the exhausting maintenance of a rigid, emotionless facade. Just think about how much of your daily energy it takes to keep that stone face completely intact. Real strength? That's having the bravery to finally let the stone crumble.
As we conclude this video, I really want you to ask yourself this final question. Moving forward, will you continue to trade your sensitivity for the world's approval? Or will you choose the courage of your true emotions over a society that falsely demands a stone face? The choice is entirely yours to make. If you learned something new, subscribe to the channel for building better habits through navigating Compass and share your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear from you.